Hey everyone, I'm Danny Sample.
And I'm Tammy Sample.
And we are the founders of Siluria Brewing Company here in Alabaster, Alabama.
Danny and I have now been part of the Alabaster community for 20 years, and we have raised our 3 sons here and pretty much consider Alabaster home now.
Hey, we're opening Siluria Brewing in order to bring the best craft beer to the Alabaster area. A traditional style of beer that is not too fancy but gives a good taste to the palate. It gives a good blend of grains and hops. It gives you an opportunity to enjoy craft beer with friends and family. So why Siluria? It's the original town of Alabaster. And why Alabaster? Because you don't have a traditional craft brewer between Birmingham and Montgomery on your way to the coast.
Basically picked the name Siluria simply because the town of Alabaster is built around the small town of Siluria.
Because Siluria was actually started as a little town, a mill town in the 1890s.
Exactly.
And then merged with Alabaster in 1972. If you've been through Alabaster, you've noticed the Siluria water tower from the site of the old cotton mill, behind the Senior Citizen Center and City Hall. So what we did was we teamed up with the Shelby County Arts Council for a logo contest. So we wanted local artists to be able to be part of our logo. And with that, Trey Murphy came up with this design, and the logo just really stood out with the water tower, with the colors of the red to bring in the Alabaster, and it really does pop, and it gives everybody the sense of being in Old Town Siluria just by looking at the logo. Basically, the brewery is going to be centered around the various styles of beer that are very traditional styles. We're a small batch. It's only going to be a 5-barrel system. And in those 5-barrel system, we're going to brew about 13 different recipes of styles of beer. The theme of the brewery is really that, is community-based and who we are and what the Alabaster Siluria area is.
Exactly. We're going to have local artists display some of their artwork, not only with paintings, also some of the metal works. We want to have a beer garden that we can offer an outside event. We have several different charities that have already contacted us that want to host events there. So we wanted it to be basically a good community hub.
So that where anyone can come in, sit down, enjoy a good craft beer, enjoy some local music, or go outside and enjoy some fresh air.
Exactly. Don't forget, we're going to be pet friendly.
Yes, and pet friendly. Don't forget your dogs.
I think Alabaster is definitely a community that will get behind this small business. We have plenty of people that love to socialize and get out, and we don't have anything like this yet.
They've got some pretty cool ideas. It's a good location. The building's going to be awesome when they get done with it.
It's just going to bring lots of new things to Alabaster that we've been lacking. People have been having to go, to surrounding cities and even downtown for things that now we'll be able to stay local for.
My main role in Siluria Brewing Company is the brewmaster, and what that entails for me is recipe formulation, designing all of our beers and brewing our beers, and overseeing the quality control of the final product. Craft beer, in a sense, is basically classic beer styles that have kind of been lost in the past that are more coming to fruition in modern times. One of the key advantages that our brewery has is the Alabaster water table. The water profile for Alabaster really helps us excel in creating our more malt-forward and full-bodied beers. We are going to be naming each of our beers as a throwback to Alabaster in and of itself. For instance, our Saison is going to be called the Siluria Saison. Our Irish Red is going to be called the Warrior Red. And our Stout is actually named after Buck Creek, and we're naming that the Buck Creek Stout.
Okay, so we're going to be open Thursday through Saturday, primarily afternoon to 11 o'clock at night.
We're going to offer food trucks. We're going to have local vendors come out with their food trucks, and you can actually order your food right out of the parking lot, or you're welcome to bring your own. We have a event room that we can actually have people plan different events they want to do. Also, we have different organizations that would like to rent out the brewery on Sunday just to host their own event. So we will be able to do that for our community.
Over the last year, we have secured the logo, we've secured the building, we've secured the equipment. And all those things have been in place since we planned this 3 years ago. And now it's time to take that next step forward. And so through the Kickstarter campaign, the contributions you make will show that you have been able to be part of the growth of Siluria Brewing Company. We want to be able to have your name on a plaque on the wall of the brewery. We want you to be able to wear a hat or a t-shirt to show that Siluria Brewing Company is something that you helped ensure was successful. And finally, thank you. Thank you to everyone that has listened to us and that has contributed to the vision of Siluria Brewing Company. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We appreciate everything that you've done in supporting us. Because remember, nothing crazy, just good beer. Love what you brew.